day-to-day, kind of just technical?
Yeah, just our normal Thursday. We basically, this is our no sweat Thursday. Shut everything down from a physical standpoint, and a huge mental day just of recognition, communication, technique, first step, and then just trying to recover and ramp it up towards Saturday.
What's made Cal's secondary so susceptible this year? The numbers obviously stand out.
Yeah, I mean the teams they played, I think, is the first thing. They've had some guys injured in and out. It's not, you don't sit there and turn on the film and go, wow, you can gash them with this and this and this and this. It's kind of, they've had a few big plays that have been results of different things. But systematically, it's not anything glaring. They've got some inexperienced guys. They had a very, very good defense last year and a couple years before that, and lost a lot of those guys. And then a couple of their replacements were dinged up, and so maybe just a byproduct of that.
Against an offense like this that's going to try to limit your subs, kind of like you do by going so fast, is this where the experience you have from rotating guys on defense so much, this is where it pays off?
We sure hope so. Yeah, we think our guys have a good feel for when you can substitute in the flow of a game, of whether it's a ball out of bounds or a penalty administration or just by series or whatever kind of those unnatural breaks are in a game. But yeah, you can't go by the play method. You can't go, hey, 4 plays and you and I are rotating, because you might not be able to.
Mark, you guys didn't practice underneath the lights this week. Is too much made of that? Is there an advantage or disadvantage of not practicing underneath the lights since you guys would play?
Yeah, I mean, all our guys played high school football, and most of those are night games, and the Mo is a very pretty close to that, how it's lit, but that, I don't think that will be a issue. Knock on wood. Yeah.
Is there any excitement that surrounds the first night game of the year?
Yeah, I mean, there's excitement around any game. There's pluses and minuses to playing at night. You have to sit around a little bit longer during the day, but that's where we just try to manage our anxiety or whatever the emotion may be for the guy. Some guys love playing at night, some guys don't, but we play when we play, and we'll be excited.
You talked about this, I think, earlier in the week, but what about on that Saturday with so much time before game time? What do you allow the guys to do?
Well, we'll manage it a little bit differently. We're going to be here, and so we've got some things set up for them, whether it's movies or watching games or just rest and relaxation time. So we'll have kind of some dark, quiet rooms, and some rooms where they can sit and watch a game or watch a movie that the squad leaders kind of figured out a couple different things to stay focused, but at the same time relax, get their mind off football for a little bit, just as they would, if they were home or in a hotel room. They'd be watching, Game Day or Caddyshack, or I don't know exactly what they'd be watching.
How much work are you doing throughout the day when it's such a late game, as opposed to relaxing?
It depends. Yeah, we'll have some recruits in, and so that will be part of it. There's always, a few last minute things you're talking about or doing, and yeah, watching a few games as well.
What movie would you watch if you were going to watch one for yourself?
Wow. I don't know. Whatever's on.
I'll make a dated reference for your players.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Yeah, The Longest Day. Yeah, they'd have no idea. Yeah. Who's John Wayne? Yeah.
Any more questions? Mark is waiting.
They have a pretty young team. Obviously, I think 8 guys, 8 true freshmen, and a lot of them with 2 deep. Where does that show through on the film the most? That youth and inexperience?
I don't think it does. I don't. We have. You don't sit there and watch them and go, wow, that guy must be a young, inexperienced guy. I'm not sure how many freshmen have we played. How many true freshmen have we played?
This year, 6.
Yeah, 6. So it's not that different. But they're a talented team. They're talented in every phase, and you better not overlook that.
Just like any team will, they try to get good matchups and maybe some fast guys into your backers. What do you like about the way your guys have covered the linebackers like Tony and Seiko? Mm-hmm. They have to cover up a guy in the slot. I mean, have you liked what you've seen in that this year? Probably doesn't happen a whole lot.
Right. Yeah. Just systematically, there's a lot of times we try to limit that. They can do some things to expand our front and try to create a one-on-one matchup. much like we would try to do that. But that's where it just comes down to, hey, against this look, we might be a little bit more zone or zone pressure, and against a different formation, we might be a little bit more of a man concept. But our guys have played well and rallied to the ball, and that's again the key to team defense.